are the criminal elements? Are there criminal elements that could be that we considered in these regards? Is there allowance for that when considering the reasons for dissolution of marriage, or are they completely civil matters?
It's completely civil matter.
Right.
You are entitled to damages from the co-adulterer, and also you are entitled to claim alimony from the wife or the husband who has done the matrimonial offence, and you are also entitled, if the alimony is proved, if the adultery is proved, you are entitled to damages from the co-defendant.
We can continue on the exact same lines, sir. Please.
Then
the question that I wanted to just raise was the segment on void marriages. That's something you were mentioning.
That's right.
If you could get to that as well.
Then the other important thing is, now adultery has to be proved like in a criminal action. The degree of proof is very high, like in a criminal action. So therefore, when you plead, of course, when and where the offence occurred has to be pleaded in your plea. Not only that, you have to establish that fact beyond reasonable doubt. So this is difficult, very difficult, especially when there is a co-defendant. Very difficult to serve summons, and it will take time. And in most cases, parties who file actions on those grounds abandon the course of action against the co-defendant and proceed. The malicious dissolution is twofold: malicious dissolution and the constructive malicious dissolution. I must also state the fact I forgot to tell you. Our law, according to our law, only the innocent party can obtain a divorce. Innocent party has to file the action and against the guilty party, and he or she can obtain the divorce on those grounds that I have stated if he or she is innocent. Therefore, our system is called forward-based system. So, simple malicious dissolution, the innocent party remains in the matrimonial home, guilty party leaves the matrimonial home with the intention of permanently repudiating the marriage contract. So the factum and also the leaving the matrimonial home, intention, factum and the intention both has to be present. In constructive malicious dissolution, the innocent party leaves the matrimonial home because situation would have developed to a certain extent where he or she can't live in the matrimonial home any longer. There is no option, no alternative other than leaving the matrimonial home. She leaves, and she is the innocent party.
All right, I was just about to ask you, in that instance, what would be considered as the innocent party? Is there some definition for what an innocent party would be, or would that be up to the discussion of the judge to decide based on the facts?
Yes, that will be decided by the available evidence.
Right.
Yeah.
Please continue.
Yeah. Whenever sometimes there are instances where parties file actions on the ground of constructive malicious decision.
Yeah.
Then the defendant files answer saying that no, she's guilty of malicious decision, and I have not committed any matrimonial misconduct, matrimonial offence. She maliciously deserted the matrimonial home, therefore she is guilty of the offence, and therefore the decree may be given in my favour, something like that.
Right. So in that instance, just to clarify, what is considered to be the offence in that scenario? If I'm not clear, if an offence is proven in that instance, damages will be the sort of like what will be awarded. We can go into penalties later on, but like, what would be considered
the actions filed on the basis of malicious decision or constructive malicious decision? The remedy is you get you can obtain the divorce, and at the end of the case, you are entitled to alimony, not damages.
Right. If I were to say, as a final question before we go into a small break, sir, the offences would also be the grounds for a dissolution of marriage, would that be considered the same, or that would be different? In certain instances, that would be the same.
Yes, offences, situations may arise when they are living together. I must tell you before that, when this is a very difficult topic, unlike the other actions, because if you take a land action, for example, you have the deeds.
It's more black and white.
Black and white.
Yeah.
But here, test is who is at fault. Court is trying to, by way of evidence, by listening to witnesses, court has to find who is at fault. Because at the time of the marriage and when they were living happily in one matrimonial home, they don't think of a future divorce action. Therefore, absolutely there is no evidence. It is ultimately your evidence, verbal evidence, as against your opponent's evidence.